A very good morning to all the students of PUC second year Arts, Science and Commerce. I am Muhammad Ghulam Rabbani from Department of English, working at Nehru Arts, Science and Commerce College, Kentucky, Hubli. My dear students, today I would like to start a new topic from your workbook, that is from your grammar book. Again, I would like to remind you people that 50 marks will come from your course book, 50 marks will come from your workbook. Workbook means it is nothing but relating to grammar devices. My dear students, the voice, it is very important grammar device. According to me, it is the brain of the language. If you write passive voice in notices, while you're writing notice, you have to write in passive voice, in a passive form of voice, it will beautify the notice. So it is the brain of the language. If you are well versed in the voice, active voice and passive voice, then it will enrich your language, maybe written language or spoken language. So my dear students, it is prescribed in your syllabus and it will be asked for 3 marks. Even in your first unit test, I gave a question relating to this. Some of the students had committed mistakes while 90% students have written correctly. And before the examination, I already sent you the notes relating to solving question paper. So those who committed mistakes, kindly follow the video. And today let me engage the class relating to the voice. So before understanding the topic or how to understand the topic, and to understand the topic you need to know the definition. So the definition, what is the definition? The definition is, voice is that quality of the verb which shows whether the verb acted or acted upon. So what is the definition? It is given and you can see the on screen. So voice is that quality of a verb which shows whether the verb acted or acted upon. So it is a quality of verb which shows whether the verb acted or acted upon. Later on I will give you example. Now you must know types of voices. As you know that there are 2 voices. One is active voice, number 1. Number 2 is passive voice. So what is active voice and passive voice? Further, I have explained here. For example, when a verb shows that the subject is doing the action, When the verb shows that the subject is doing the action, it is in the active voice. And when the verb represents its subject as being acted upon, it is said to be in the passive voice. So, my dear students, go through the example so that it will easier to understand. Active voice, for example, I love India. I love India. Passive voice, India is loved by me. So subject becomes object, object becomes subject in passive voice, and later on you will come to know rules and regulations are given. So I love India and India is loved by me. In meaning, both the sentences have the same meaning. So in meaning, both the sentences have the same meaning. There won't be any change. Meaning of both the sentences is same. In active voice, the attention is on I. What is the difference? That in active voice, the attention is on I. So on I we put emphasize. I love India. Who love India? I. So attention is on I. But in passive voice, the attention shifted to India, which is the object. So now the attention shifted from I to India. In active voice, India was object, and in passive voice, India becomes subject. So what is called attention shifted from I to India. India is loved by me. But both the sentences are giving the same meaning. I love India or India is loved by me. Meaning is same. But the way of writing is different. In passive voice, attention is shifted to object. And object becomes subject. Later on you will continue. For example, a silly example I would like to put before you so that it will be easy to understand. I am taking class from Nehru College. I am at Nehru College now in the class. Suppose you want to go to CBT. Your destination is CBT. There are two ways. One is the direct way. From the main gate of Nehru College, you can go to CBT. There is another way. From Mantu Road, you can go to CBT. But what is the intention? The intention or the purpose is to reach, R-E-A-C-H, reach. Reach means to go to CBT. So there are two ways. One is direct way, another is indirect way. In both the ways, if you go, you can reach to CBT. Likewise, in active voice or passive voice, both the sentences are giving the same meaning, but the way is different. But the format of writing sentence is different. But both will give the same meaning. Again, I would like to remind, in active voice, the attention is on subject, and while you are changing into passive voice, the attention from I will shifted into object, that is here India, and India will become subject. Now come to the next slide, that is method of changing the voice. Method of changing the voice, how you are going to change the voice? My dear students, please pay attention. Active voice, passive voice. The example is given. For example, I respect my teacher. I respect my teacher. I is subject. Above the sentence, I mentioned the devices. There is subject. Respect is main verb. My teachers here, it is object. I respect my teachers. Now, while you are going to change into passive voice, what is object will become subject. See that there is arrow mark. Arrow mark indicates that object becomes subject in passive voice and the subject becomes object. See that? That is, my teacher are respected by me. My teachers are respected by me. So object is my teachers. Now in passive voice it became subject. In active voice it was object, my teachers. Now it became subject. When you write object in passive voice as subject, first letter must be capital. My dear students, friends. So my dear students, friends, first letter must be capital. So yam has become capital. My teachers. So after writing the subject, you have to write the auxiliary, that is verb to be or helping verbs. Is, am, are in present tense. So my teachers, it is singular or plural? Teacher is singular, teachers, it is plural subject. So for plural subject, which would be the auxiliary? The auxiliary in present form is, am, and are. So for singular is used, for plural subject are is used, for I am is used. So teachers is plural subject. So definitely are will be used. So my teachers are, then the verb should be converted into third form. So word, that is verb respect, will changed into third form of the verb. So respected. Then you have to add by, then I will change into me. So my teachers are respected by me. Now my dear students, come to rules for changing the voice. There are 3 rules are given here, how you are going to change. So this is an introductory class. If you follow my instruction and rules, regulations that today I am teaching to you people, if you follow my guidance, my instruction, I assure you that it will be very easy for you people to write active voice and passive voice. It will be very easy for all the students to convert from active to passive voice. But you need to understand the rules for changing the voice from active to passive. So to change the sentence of active to active voice into passive voice. Number one, object of the verb becomes subject and subject becomes object. As I already told in method of changing the voice, that subject becomes object and objects become subject. Simple rule. So, while subject becomes object and object becomes subjects, it will change. For example, I subject, if it will be in object of passive voice, it will become me. I, me. For example, in active voice, in method of changing the voice, see the top of the screen. I in passive voice changed into me. So I will change into me, we will change into us, you will remain you, he will change into him, she will change into her, they will change into them, it will remain it, name will remain name only. So name remains name, there won't be any change. For example, if here there is Zen in active voice, in passive voice it will become Zen only in object also. Now number 2 of the rules for changing the voice, that auxiliary verb should come before main verb. So auxiliary verb should come before main verb. For example, see the top of the screen, active voice, passive voice, my teachers, in passive voice, my teachers are is auxiliary. So are is used before main verb. Which is main verb? Respect. So auxiliary verb should come before main verb. What are the auxiliaries? Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, can, could, shall, should, may, might, must. These are the auxiliaries. So auxiliary verb or helping verb will come before main verb. Now number 3 is use third form of the verb. For example, see on the screen, the first on the top of the screen, I respect my teachers. Respect is main verb. It will be converted into third form. So respect, it became respected in passive voice. So use third form of verb. Always you have to use third form of verb while you are going to change from active to passive voice. Now come to the next slide, that is change of voice of tenses. As there are 3 tenses, my dear students: present tense, past tense, future tense. And each tense has its 4 forms. For example, present indefinite, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Likewise in past tense, past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect continuous tense. In future, it will be same. Future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. There are 4 forms of tenses. 4 forms of tense. So 4 into 3, present, past, future. 4 into 3 is equal to 12 forms of tenses. My dear students, pay attention. On a screen, note, out of 12 tenses, the voice of only 8 can be changed. Out of 12 forms of tenses, voice of 8 can be changed from active to passive voice. And Four forms of tenses can't be converted from active to passive voice. What are the four forms of tenses that can't be changed? So the voice of these tenses can't be changed, like future continuous tense, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. So all the perfect continuous tense can't be converted from active to passive voice, and even future continuous also. So in future two tenses, future continuous, future perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous tense can't be changed from active to passive voice. Now, present indefinite tense, passive voice. I would like to give you example of affirmative sentences. Affirmative means positive sentences, as there is a subdivision of sentences, that is positive form or affirmative, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. For example, I can do that, positive sentence. Negative, if you put a note after the auxiliary, which is the auxiliary can, I cannot do that, so it will become negative sentence. Interrogative sentence, questionnaire sentence. How to make questionnaire sentence? Auxiliary will come at the beginning of the sentence, sentence will become interrogative. For example, what is the auxiliary here? Can. So can you have to write at the beginning of the sentence, then the subject, then the rest of the things, then you have to put what is called interrogative sign, question mark. For example, can I do that? Question mark. It became interrogative sentence, questionnaire sentence, and interrogative negative sentence. For interrogative can I, then negative for not, can I not do that? Question mark. So there are four subdivision of sentences, not only division, subdivision of sentences. Here I would like to write only the affirmative sentences, positive sentences of present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense. What is the rules to change into passive voice? Am is used with I, is used with he, she, it or any singular subject. Are is used with we, you, they or any plural subject. Plural indicates more than one. Plus verb should be in third form. Plus by, then subject will become object. So object will come. Example, affirmative sentences, active voice, passive voice. My dear students, is it very easy? So I love my parents. This is active voice. And passive voice, as you know that, object will become subject. Which is the object? My parents. So you have to write first my parents. After that you have to see whether it is singular or plural. If it is singular, is will come. If it is plural, are will come. So parents, not a parent. Parents, it indicates plural subject. For plural subject, plural auxiliary will be added. So that is are. My parents are, then verb should be in third form. Which is the verb? Love. My parents are loved by me. Very simple. Now next is we play cricket. So you have to write the object first, cricket. Then you have to see whether it is singular or plural. Cricket is singular. So which auxiliary will take place? Is, of course, is. So cricket is play, it will be third form. Cricket is played by, we will change into us. There is a me, sorry for that. It will become cricket is played by us. It will become us. Next, you love birds. So object will become subject here. Birds Then after that you have to see whether it is singular or plural. So bird is singular, birds it is plural. So for plural, which auxiliary will take place? Are. Birds are, love will change into third form, loved by you. You will remain you. She helps the poor. So the poor it is singular, it is plural. So it is used for plural. You should not say poors, poor only. So the poor are, it is not singular, it is plural. The poor are, then help will become third form, helped. The poor are helped by, she will change into her. The poor are helped by her. So it's very easy, my dear students. So after present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, then past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, then future indefinite and future perfect. I will teach you in your upcoming classes. But in your examination, only past indefinite tense, active voice and passive voice of past indefinite tense will be asked in the examination. A small paragraph will be given, and in bracket there would be a verb, and before the verb you have to write was or were. When I will teach you people in what is called past indefinite tense, I will teach you in detail, and I will give you the example that how it will come in the examination. Already I have taught you people, but again I would like to highlight the pattern of question relating to voice. It will come for 3 marks in the examination, and it will be relating to past indefinite tense. So let me stop for the day, my dear students. Go through the notes. Already I sent you the notes, and there is a correction in question number 2. We play cricket. Cricket is played by us. There won't be me. We will change it to us. So you go through them, read, write, make a separate notebook consisting of 100 pages or 200 pages, and note down whatever notes are sent to you people, and listen the lecture, and listen as many times as possible. It will be very much helpful for you people in the examination. So again, it has become my slogan that be studious, be smart, be diligent, be hardworking, and there is no any other option except hardworking, and one day you will be rewarded. So let me stop the class. I will continue to the next class. Have a blessed day. Thank you very much to all the students. You are the future generation of our country.